Welcome back to our channel. Today is Wednesday, a beautiful day to dive into the absolute madness of Port Charles. Grab your coffee, take a deep breath, and buckle up, because we have so much to unpack and the drama is literally off the charts today. Let's start with Jocelyn Jacks, because she is playing the most dangerous game of chess I have ever seen, and I am here for it. So, she is talking to Hudson Parker, which is insane, by the way, considering we all know Hudson has been lurking around the Quartermaine estate, acting super shady and hunting for Delilah's baby. But Jocelyn is just standing there, looking him dead in the eye, and she drops the bomb that she's accepting the CEO position at Jasper Jacks Enterprises after all. Hudson is immediately quizzing her about her sudden change of heart, looking all suspicious with that smug face of his. And Jocelyn? She doesn't even blink. She completely hides the fact that taking the CEO job is actually her brand new WSB assignment. I can't even breathe. She is totally playing him. She makes it seem like she is only doing this because she is her father's top choice, and she absolutely cannot let Jax. The legacy card. She played the Jax legacy card. It is so brilliant, but also so incredibly reckless. I'm calling it now. This is going to E&D badly because Hudson is way too perceptive, and if he finds out she's an active WSB agent running a cover operation right under his nose, he is going to flip. But honestly, Jocelyn needs to get it together and be careful because she is swimming with sharks right now. Oh wait, before that happened, actually, let me talk about Lucas Jones and Detective Joe Fitzpatrick because I am obsessed with this dynamic. So remember how Lucy Coe completely messed up the lease and double booked that condo? And Lucas and Joe literally fought each other, thinking the other was an intruder? Well, Lucas is now assuring Joe that he thinks this new temporary roommate situation could actually work out well for both of them. I am dead. Skull emoji. A doctor and a cop forced to live together in a luxury condo because of a real estate mix-up. The romantic tension is already off the charts. I am officially shipping them. They are so awkward but so cute, and Joe is just looking at Lucas like he doesn't know whether to arrest him or make him breakfast. I am so invested in this roommate agreement, you have no idea. Wait, did I already say that? Whatever. Anyway, let's pivot to the hospital because the maternal panic is real. Liesl Obrecht is sounding the absolute alarm to Britt Westbourne, and I am literally shaking. So, Britt is casually mentioning that Anna Devane has agreed to do some digging and provide more intel related to Cassius Faison. You know Cassius? The guy who faked being Nathan West and completely destroyed everyone's lives? Yeah, him. Liesl completely loses it. She goes into full protective mama bear mode, and her accent gets so thick and she looks absolutely terrified. She warns Britt, and I quote, "You cannot under any circumstances put yourself in their debt." The delivery, the sheer terror in her eyes. At this point, I'm yelling at my screen because Liesl knows exactly how dark and twisted the WSB. She survived that hellish captivity under Windermere with Ross Cullum. She knows what they are capable of, and she knows that if Britt owes the WSB a favor, they will own her soul. Britt survived that horrible saline syringe fake-out in Tortola and finally got her freedom, and now she's poking the bear again? Not okay. I'm done. Britt needs to listen to her mother for once in her life. I swear. And speaking of Anna Devane, my heart is actually breaking into a million pieces for her right now. She is with Valentine Cassadine, and you can see the absolute war going on behind her eyes. She is struggling so hard with the temptation to just break down and tell Valentine about her Peter August hallucination. Peter is literally haunting her waking moments, whispering poison into her ear, pushing her to do horrible, deadly things. And Valentine is right there. He loves her. He knows her. He could help her. But she keeps her mouth shut. She doesn't say a word. Why would she do that? She is carrying this massive psychological burden all by herself, and it is going to destroy her. I was practically crying watching her swallow the truth. Valentine is looking at her with so much concern, suspecting that something is wrong, but Anna just builds that icy wall back up. She is so terrified of looking weak or broken, especially after her time in that French clinic, that she is willing to let her own mind consume her rather than ask for help. It is a tragedy. Mark my words, this Peter hallucination is going to push Anna to do something unforgivable, and she is going to lose everything. Okay, where was I? Right. So back to the Metro Court pool. The water is sparkling, the sun is shining, and Carly is having a complete and total meltdown. She is absolutely frantic with worry about Jocelyn heading down the exact same dark, dangerous, soul-crushing road that Anna Devane faced with the WS. Carly is terrified her daughter is going to end up a broken, hallucinating mess, just like Anna. And who is sitting there being the ultimate stoic rock? Jason. Jason, who just got back from being literally tortured in a WSB black site in Jakarta, is giving Carly a pep. The irony is actually insane. Jason insists that Jocelyn has something that Anna never had. He points out that Jocelyn has Carly as a support system. She has a mother who is fiercely protective, who will burn the world down to keep her safe, and someone who is always going to look out for her. Jason looks Carly in the eye and tells her that her love and support will make all the difference for Jocelyn. I literally melted. It was such a beautiful, grounded moment amidst all this chaos. Jason has stepped away from the mob to be a better father to Danny, and here he is reminding Carly of the power of a mother's love. But honestly, I am still worried. Carly's support is great and all, but the WSB eats people alive. Jocelyn is playing a very dangerous game with this JJE CEO cover story, and all the pep talks in the world won't stop a bullet if her cover gets blown. And don't even get me started on Rick Lansing, because I am about to throw my television out the window. Seriously. Rick is at General Hospital, lurking around like a total creep, and he spots Elizabeth Baldwin looking awfully close to Dante Falconeri. Remember a few days ago when Rick barged into Liz's house and found Dante with no pants on because of his knee injury? And Rick threw a massive toxic tantrum? Yeah, he hasn't learned a single thing. Rick sees Liz and Dante just smiling and talking, and he immediately makes more wild assumptions about them heading down the path to romance. The jealousy rolling off this man is toxic. He is literally spiraling into a downward spiral of possessive paranoia. He is clutching his files, glaring from behind a plant, and creating this entire fictional love affair in his head. The audacity. Liz is just being a good nurse and a good friend, and Rick is acting like she is betraying him. Thank God for Lulu, honestly. Lulu steps in and provides some much-needed relationship guidance to Rick. She pulls him aside and basically tells him to get a grip. She pushes him to settle down, stop being so paranoid, and trust Liz, or else he is going to completely sabotage his own future with the woman of his dreams. Lulu is laying down the hard truths, telling him that his toxic jealousy is exactly what will drive Liz into Dante's arms if he doesn't stop. But does Rick listen? Of course not. He is Rick Lansing. General Hospital spoilers say Rick will continue to spin out anyway, and I am just screaming in frustration. He is going to go off the rails, he is going to do something incredibly stupid to try and sabotage Dante, and Liz is going to find out and dump him forever. I can see the train wreck happening in slow motion, and I can't look away. It is so dramatic, and I am living for every single second of it. I honestly don't know how much more my nervous. Between Jocelyn's fake CEO WSB cover, Anna's terrifying ghost hallucinations, and Rick's absolute toxic meltdown, Port Charles is a literal powder keg right now. I am going to need more snacks and a lot more coffee to survive the rest of this week. Will Rick's toxic jealousy destroy everything, and can Anna survive her own mind? Drop your wildest theories in the comments below and subscribe for more.